Morning, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. Hope everyone's having a nice Wednesday morning, a little on the wet side. As we start our day today, had some showers. Thunderstorms kind of moved through parts of eastern Nebraska last night, overnight, and into very early this morning. And I think cloudy skies and kind of cooler temperatures expected as we head through the day today. And we're also going to be tracking the potential for some kind of off and on showers, maybe some isolated thunderstorms as we head through the day today. But want to start off by looking back first. Again, last night we had a tremendous amount of rain, heavy thunderstorm activity across parts of western and southwestern Nebraska, particularly McCook. This is the 18-hour radar loop. And again, you'll notice as it kind of just restarted, we had heavy thunderstorms over McCook and parts of southwestern Nebraska for a good chunk of yesterday afternoon into yesterday evening. Then we can kind of see yesterday evening as all that activity was across the western sections of the state, started to push to the east, pushing into central Nebraska and the Tri-Cities. As it continued then to kind of push east into eastern Nebraska. Again, the northeastern corner of the state saw some good rain, but again, as things kind of pushed into Lincoln and southeastern Nebraska, we didn't really see all that much. We had a line of thunderstorms kind of develop over the area about 3-4 o'clock in the morning, but that main line of showers kind of fizzling out a little bit as it pushed to the east. And right now, again, early this morning, some light rain across parts of southeastern Nebraska, but again, extremely heavy rain over McCook and again, parts of southwestern Nebraska yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening. I saw some very large hail. Again, the reports of a tornado or two out in those areas. So again, a lot happening yesterday in the southwestern corner of the state. And if you look at the observed rainfall totals, again, from the last 24 hours, McCook over 5 inches, just a few hundredths over 5 inches of rainfall in those areas. And you can see in the southwestern corner of the state there, those deep pinks and purples. And actually, if we zoom in here for a second, you get right over kind of McCook. Again, this is the radar estimated sort of contour of rainfall. Again, you're kind of getting into that range of 6, 7, 8 inches of rainfall, at least according to the radar. But again, actual ground truth there, that report of just over 5 inches in McCook. So incredibly heavy rain falling in those areas. And again, they had a couple hours with some pretty intense hail in the county as well, and in the McCook area. Hail size of tennis balls doing some damage. I know the local Walmart had to close down for a little while they kind of cleaned up from the storm. So again, some very heavy rain across the kind of central and western sections of the state. Widespread totals between 1 inch to 2 inches. Not nearly as much as you headed across, again, the eastern quarter of the state. There was some heavier rainfall in the northeast. North Fork picking up 8,300 7-inch. Officially at Epley up in Omaha, they had 3,400s. But here at the Lincoln Airport, just 200 7-inch of moisture with some of those thunderstorms that moved through overnight last night into very early this morning. So again, overall, again, southeastern Nebraska kind of missing out on this heavy rain event. If you look at the tempest weather stations across the Lincoln Metro, it was a little bit higher than the airport was. Again, here at the 1011 studios, 40th and Vine, picked up about 1/4 of an inch of moisture, which again is better than nothing. But again, very light rainfall amounts as you head into the northwestern corner of the metro. Again, where the airport only picked up 200s. There's a tempest station up there. And it looks like near Northwest 46th Street that only picked up 600. So again, that kind of all tracks a little bit. But most of the metro at least picked up at least a little bit more. Again, not nearly as much as some parts in western Nebraska did. But some very heavy rain last night in those areas. Thankfully, not going to be dealing with threat of heavy rain as we head over the next day or so. But we will be seeing, again, some cooler temperatures today, some off and on light rain. I think maybe an isolated thunderstorm or two can't be ruled out as we head through the day today and into the day tomorrow. And then we are looking at those warmer temperatures returning as we head into the weekend. So again, started this week, it looked like the cooler weather might continue into the weekend, but now it looks like, again, at least today, tomorrow, Friday, average to below, just below average temperatures expected. But then we're going to see those above average warmer conditions return as we head into the weekend, and then likely through most of the week next week. So that game day forecast sponsored by Anderson Wealth and Retirement, again, similar to what we had yesterday. We had a high of around 81 yesterday. Again, we're close to that number again today. So still looking at a kickoff temperature of around 80 degrees on Saturday for that 2:30 kick. Still going to watch for a small chance for some showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. So that'll be something that we continue to keep an eye on in the forecast as we head over the next day or so. But again, a little bit warmer than what we had thought early in the week. So again, right around 80 for kickoff. These are the numbers from yesterday for Lincoln. Again, you'll see average is 80 and 54. Actual temperatures 91 and 64 for a high and low. So both those numbers about 10 degrees above normal for this time of year. So again, right now, basically anything 80 or above, we're looking at above average. And again, those lows, those nighttime lows, should be into the mid-50s. So, again, I think we're going to stay well above that as we head over the next couple days. So, those are the numbers from yesterday. Again, no rainfall yesterday in Lincoln. Again, obviously the 200s at the airport about 3, 4 o'clock this morning. Low temperatures this morning, mid-50s to mid-60s across the state. Low temperatures on the Tempest stations here in the Lincoln Metro, generally in the middle 60s. A lot of cloud cover out there this morning across the state. Here in the capital city, again, just a couple minutes past 9 o'clock. Mid-60s for your temperatures, both here at the studios and at the airport. Southeast wind at 7 miles an hour, dew point at 64, so humidity at 93%. I think it will be a bit on the muggy side as we head through the day today. Current temperatures, again, on those Tempest stations generally sit in the middle 60s. Temperatures statewide, lower to middle 60s for most locations. There's some 50s on the board in the Panhandle, some upper 60s along the Nebraska-Missouri border from Falls City up towards Omaha. Dew point numbers, again, mid to upper 50s to low to mid 60s, so they're not terrible. But I do think, again, with all the moisture we just had fall, especially in central and western Nebraska, it'll feel just a little bit muggier as we head through the day today. And again, not a whole lot of wind out there right now either. Fairly light and variable winds across the state. Current satellite radar picture, again, this is the loop over the last couple hours, looking at some scattered showers, maybe a few isolated rumbles of thunder. But right now, again, some of that light rain moving through portions of Lancaster and Gage, Jefferson, and Saline counties in the southeastern corner of the state. A little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity just pushing through the Auburn area in the last half an hour. Are going to be lifting northward kind of towards Nebraska City over the course of the next half an hour or so. But again, pretty scattered and for the most part pretty light rainfall out there right now. We zoom out, look at a statewide view. Again, thankfully, western Nebraska, at least a little bit of a break. There's some scattered showers out there right now, stretching from the Panhandle into the southwestern corner of the state. But again, mainly just some light rain in there. Again, we have in the upper levels, upper level trough kind of pushing into the area. Again, going to be developing into a little bit of a cutoff low at the surface. Again, cold fronts push through the state. That's going to, in combination, again, cloudy skies and that cold front and the upper level trough, all going to be promoting the cooler temperatures as we head through the day today. And again, you can kind of see as we zoom out, look at a regional view, kind of the broad spin of some of those showers. Again, the activity in southeastern Nebraska kind of lifting to the north and east. Some of that activity across north central Nebraska lifting more to the north and west. So again, just kind of see that broad spin of some of those showers across the middle parts of the country. And that's where most of the activity is this morning. Again, we have some showers across parts of New England, down across the Florida Keys into southern Florida. But otherwise, again, most of the activity this morning is right here across the plains. So if we look at the weather alerts, not a whole lot in terms of any weather alerts across the country, which is, again, is always good. Again, we do have some flood warnings there in southwestern Nebraska from all the rain that they had yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, that are going to continue some elevated streams and rivers in those areas from all that runoff moisture. Again, the moisture is good, but when you get that much that quick, again, it doesn't soak into the ground. It just runs off pretty quickly. So that causes some of that river and stream and creek flooding in those areas. We check out Skycast, again, in-house model, not doing a super great job. It has a lot more activity on the board, especially across the Dakotas into western Nebraska than it's actually out there right now. But trend as we head through the day today is going to be, again, a lot of cloud cover out there, and then we're going to be looking at scattered off and on light showers, I think, through the day today, kind of rotating their way through the area. So again, we'll continue to see that chance again through the day today. Hard to time out any one storm or shower, so again, we're just going to kind of keep an eye on it as we head through the day today. I do think as we head into this afternoon, evening, another round of sort of thunderstorms developing. Our in-house model has some of those painted across portions of northeastern Kansas. We'll have to watch and see again where those develop, but that will be a potential issue as we head into late afternoon, early evening time frame for some heavier thunderstorm activity being possible, at least in the area. So we'll watch that. That activity would basically lift to the north and east through the area as we head through Wednesday evening into Wednesday night. And then as we head into the day on Thursday, kind of similar conditions as that cutoff low just slowly meanders its way kind of through the area. A lot of cloud cover, some scattered off and on light rain through the area. I don't think we're looking at a ton of rain with what we can expect over the next 24 to 36 hours. But again, scattered light off and on showers, cloudy skies, cooler temperatures, a bit muggy at times for us. And then as we head into the day on Friday, I think we're going to clear out some of that cloud cover. I think mostly to partly sunny skies across the state, but we're continuing to at least hold on to at least a small chance Friday afternoon and then into Friday evening for some scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms, particularly here in the southeastern corner of the state. So if you look at the rainfall potential over the course of the next week, we can kind of see the trend from the last couple days has shifted the axis of really the heaviest moisture just off to the east, kind of stretching across, straddling the Kansas-Missouri border further north into Iowa, Minnesota, and then just due west into the Dakotas. Again, as that cutoff low kind of meanders its way through the area, we're kind of on the back end, kind of almost in the dry slot a little bit, so that lessens our precipitation possibilities for a good chunk of the 10-11 coverage area. Severe weather not expected today. There is a threat for some stronger storms in parts of Kansas, Colorado, Oklahoma, Texas, but at least in our neck of the woods, not expecting any severe weather at this point. Still won't rule out maybe, again, some heavier thunderstorms maybe later this afternoon into this evening in southeastern Nebraska, northeastern Kansas. So we'll watch for that. No severe weather expected into the day on Thursday either, or into the day on Friday. So again, yesterday, I'll admit, again, was especially initially as those thunderstorms were getting going, we had a lot more severe weather than I think we had expected yesterday afternoon, especially, again, obviously in the McCook area, across the parts of the Sandhills and southwestern Nebraska with some of those thunderstorms. So, but not expecting much today or really over the next couple days. So if we zoom in, take a closer look at SkyCast, look for mostly cloudy skies as we head through the day on our Wednesday, cooler temperatures, and then scattered off and on light rain expected into the day. Chance for some thunderstorms, though, as we head into later this afternoon and evening. I think in southeastern Nebraska, some wraparound stratiform light rain possible, again, in north central, northwestern Nebraska as we head through the day today into tonight, and that scattered light rain could potentially continue into Thursday morning as well in those areas. Thursday afternoon, again, looking at scattered off and on showers. I think a lot of areas likely staying pretty dry through most of the day on Thursday, though, but we will keep in that chance for some scattered rain, and then continuing to at least keep a chance for some rain in the forecast, especially Friday afternoon, Friday evening for the southeastern corner of the state for us as well. Temperatures will be cooler today, ranging anywhere from the upper 50s and low 60s in western Nebraska, all the way to the upper 70s and low 80s here in the southeast. Here in Lincoln, I think we're close to where we should be this time of year. 78 high later this afternoon, right around 80 for Nebraska City, as well as the Omaha Metro. Mid-70s in the Tri-Cities, right around 70 in North Platte. Low temperatures tonight, staying above average, especially in eastern Nebraska, anywhere from the upper 40s, low 50s in the west, the low 60s in far eastern Nebraska. A little bit cooler tomorrow, again below normal. Mid-60s to mid-70s for high temperatures into Friday morning, a little bit closer to normal, upper 40s to upper 50s across the state. Friday afternoon, again, looks pretty comfortable. And again, if we can avoid some of the rain Friday afternoon, Friday evening, I think Friday looks like it should be a pretty nice day. Temperatures generally sitting in the 70s to right around 80 degrees. And then into the weekend, again, a near normal start to Saturday with temperatures in the 50s to around 60. High temperatures, though, a little bit warmer, again, close to normal, if not maybe a few degrees above average by that time. Upper 70s to right around 80 degrees. Sunday morning, mid-50s to low 60s. And then Sunday afternoon, warmer still, with temperatures in the lower to middle 80s across most of the states. So not bad, but again, a little bit warmer, a little bit above average for us. 7-day forecast, again, keeps the active weather pattern going as we head over the next several days. Best chances for moisture, again, will likely be today and tomorrow. Scattered light, off and on rain, and then some isolated to scattered showers, thunderstorms possible Friday, Saturday into Sunday. And then again, astronomical fall starts on Monday, but again, feeling still a little bit warmer, mid-80s for a high on Monday, low 80s by next Tuesday. It looks like those rain chances begin to taper off as we head into early next week, and then it looks like maybe a drier pattern kind of setting up as we head into the week next week, but also a warmer pattern. Again, you can see with the 10-day forecast here, next 3 days will be our coolest days out of the next week to 10 days, and then at or above average temperatures return by Saturday, above average temperatures then expected Sunday, and then into much of the work week for us next week. Dew point numbers, again, we're going to see some sort of periods of at least humidity and muggy conditions. Nothing looks overly oppressive, though, when it comes to those dew points. And then those rain chances, again, highest not only today, tomorrow, scattered chances Friday through the weekend, and then, like I said, kind of more of a little bit of a drier pattern emerging as we head into the week next week. 8 to 14-day temperature outlooks, again, this taking us through all the way through the end of September 24th through September 30th. Again, right now, very good odds, very high probability of seeing above average temperatures across much of the middle parts of the country. So again, staying a little bit warm as we finish out the month of September. And then again, right now, at least favoring wetter than normal conditions for portions of northern and western Nebraska through that time frame for us as well. So we'll watch for, again, the scattered showers as we head through the day today. Again, a little bit cooler temperatures for us with the cloudy skies. Going to be kind of a gray and dreary day at times for us. So we'll just watch for the rain. Again, doesn't look like it's going to be heavy rain by any means, but we'll certainly watch for it. So make sure you have a good way to stay up to date with the forecast. Make sure you have that 1011 weather app downloaded on your phone. 1011 app downloaded on your Roku, your Apple TV, Fire TV. Subscribe to that YouTube channel, 1011 YouTube channel, and all those good things. So appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching as always, and I hope everyone has a nice Wednesday.